Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be doing a freshman advice video. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but now that I'm a junior, I'm finally actually going to do it, and this is a really good sit down place. So I might start doing this instead of my regular thing over there. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is my freshman year experience. So it is my junior year this year for 2023-2024, and my freshman year was kind of like COVID, but also kind of not. We were still wearing masks a little bit. We were still trying to social distance, but pretty much my freshman year wasn't too bad. I made a lot of new friends that I really kept through my sophomore year and a little bit through my junior year. Just pretty much, I learned a lot about like friendships and make sure to stay organized. I learned that all through my sophomore year as well too. And I learned like not to make the mistakes like I did, and I'm gonna do better this year. And from another thing from my freshman year was that you have your own style and you can't let people bring you down, because I feel like I felt really insecure for my freshman year, and like I always wore sweatpants and I always felt bad about my voice because I don't like my voice at all. And I always felt like, wearing sweatpants is not really looking good, but that was just my style. And then I pretty much changed my style for my sophomore year and wore more comfortable clothes and baggy stuff that I liked. But I just learned that I need to be more confident about myself, my voice, and my style. So that's pretty much what I learned, in the basics of what I learned from my freshman year. Here are 10 tips for you guys for your upcoming freshman, or if you guys are just, needing some high school advice. So let's get straight to tip number 1. Okay, so my first tip is do not skip class, because you will literally regret every single time you skip class. When you skip, you're missing a whole lesson, and then when you come back, or if you just, decide to come back at least one random day, you're gonna be like, what the heck is going on? Or you might have a test and you're like, bro, I skipped that day. I don't know, like, this unit. And you're literally gonna regret it. Some people do it for fun. Some people just do it to go to like the restaurant near their school and stuff. Or just people just do it to hang out with their friend or other in relationship and stuff. But do not skip class, because it will bring down your GPA and you will be stuck there, especially if you're a freshman. Your GPA, and I would say your freshman year is your most important year. Once your GPA is there, you can kind of get it back up your other years, but it's kind of hard to get it back up. Tip number 2 is to not focus on upperclassmen. And I would say this now as an upperclassman a little bit, which I didn't even start school yet. But I would say do not focus on upperclassmen, especially for the ladies, because you don't need to focus on no junior, no senior, especially when you're a freshman. Like, you don't need to be focusing on them grown people. You need to focus on yourself, focus on who you are. And if you do have a relationship with someone who's a freshman or like a sophomore, then good. But I would say don't focus on the upperclassmen, because they're pretty much, I don't think they would be focused on you mostly. Only because they would be focusing on their classes, or if they already have a girlfriend or boyfriend. Just don't focus on them, because they don't need that, and I feel like they wouldn't, agree with the freshman senior thing going on that always happens every single year. So I would say do not go for upperclassmen. Next tip for my upcoming freshmen would be to be involved at your school. So this would basically mean, just get involved, be in sports, clubs, be a part of your community, even if you don't even like your school. Like, honestly, just be there. Go to the events, go to the football games, baseball, basketball, all of that. And then meet new friends, which is also another tip. Well, be yourself and meet new friends. So I would also say, for being involved, I would say you should go to the games. When you meet new friends, you should say, hey, do you want to go to the game together? Or hey, want to meet up? Or hey, are you wanting to join a sport? So for my year, I joined the dance team, which I love my dance team too. I joined it only because I know the coach, but it was also so much fun. I joined it with my new friends that I made in my class, my dance class. And so I would just say, just try and focus on um, being more involved, join a club at your school, like just join a lot of clubs and stuff and be involved at your school. Another piece of advice is to be yourself, which means like, show your personality, show what God made you for, which is an amazing person, boy or girl. I think that you should always be proud about what God made you for, and don't be like, I know you could be a little shy at first maybe, and you could be like goofy on the inside and then a little shy on the outside a little bit, but once you meet new friends, introduce yourself at lunch and try and say, hey, can I sit there? Or if you see someone sitting by themselves at lunch, sit next to them and be nice. Say, hey, what's your name? And like I said before, you could also, once you get new friends, you could ask them to go to the baseball and football games together and basketball games. And you could also just be involved and have a whole friend group, and that would be really cool. So another piece of advice is to have good study habits and be organized. I personally have not been organized for the past 2 years of high school, which I definitely regret. But this year I want to be more organized, and I'm gonna be honest. Literally, my after school routine was literally get home, go on my laptop, be on my laptop till dinner time, eat dinner, go back on my laptop. I didn't even finish the work sometimes. Sometimes I get really distracted, and that's not my goal this year. My goal is to have good study habits. I'm gonna do my work in class. That's another organized habit that you should get. You should do your work in class when it's due. You should, even if like you miss a day, it's okay. You just ask, hey, can I have a little time to make it up? Or hey, I need some extra help. And also be organized with your stuff. Have a planner, have a binder, have tab dividers for your binder, have paper everywhere, and just making sure you're jotting everything down on your phone, on your planner, on paper, on anything. Mostly I would do paper because most schools can't really have a lot of devices out, but I would say have maybe like a digital planner on your computer, or have one on your planner already. So I would just say be organized and jot everything down even if you miss a day. And also some good study habits that I have seen is to maybe work for 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then work for another 20 minutes and then keep going. So that's another study habit that I have for you guys. And I'm going to be working on that, especially this year, because I actually want to have after school routine. So the next one is classroom requirements. So I don't know about you guys, but for my school, we need 23 credits to graduate. You need 23 credits to graduate, and to make sure you get all those credits, you need to do like this many math, this many science, this many social studies and stuff. So I would just make sure, this is the same as their first advice, but do not skip class, because if you miss one semester of this whole thing and you fail, then you have to go to summer school. And I have to do, like, if I do it for my school, we have to do like credit recovery, and that's a lot, especially since summer school for my school is not free. So I would do I would go to school, do your work, make sure you pass the class, and do not skip, like I said before, so that you can get all the credits and that you can graduate correctly. You can graduate super easy, and you can make sure that you maintain your GPA. So my next tip is insecurities. So I think a lot of people might be insecure for their first day of school, especially as freshmen, boys and girls. So I would say to be less insecure. I would talk to maybe like your counselor about it, or get that inner confidence by yourself. Put like a sticky note on your mirror every single morning and just say, hey, I got this, or you got this, or we got this, or they got this. I don't know, but just put like a lot of self-affirmation stuff and try not be so insecure about like maybe your face, maybe your body. Just be more confident about yourself and how God made you. So my next tip or advice that I have for you guys is hygiene. After doing gym for a year, for my freshman year, you need to contain and keep that fresh body, especially if you're like, you know, going to gym class, or you're going to dance, or you have an athletic class, or even if you do a sport after school, you still have to maintain that good hygiene. So I would always bring some deodorant, of course. And if you have like special deodorant like me, I would also bring that just in case, because I usually sweat as well, and so it's a lot. But I would say bring deodorant, bring some special spray. So I went to go get this, and you can use a roller, which is basically with one of these things. You can put it on your body, and you can rub it, and then right here, and you can just rub it all over yourself so that you can smell good. This one is cotton candy. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is the cotton candy one that I got from festival. But you could definitely use one of these and put this in your purse, pocket, or whatever you need, just to smell a little bit good and not like bad or anything, especially early in the morning, which is like super crazy to smell like that early in the morning. But I mean, hey. And also take care of your skin as well. You don't need any like bumps or acne. And also as well, take care of your teeth and make sure that you have really good breath. You could bring gum. You could just literally be smelling better with one of these, or bring your perfume and have a little kit. So my last two tips that I have for you guys is boys for number 9 and friends for number 10. So first I'm going to talk about boys, and then I'm going to go on to friends. So for boys, I would mostly not focus on guys for the longest time. I can make this mistake, and I will definitely do this on the first day of school. I scope out the first good looking guy in my classes, and I say, he cute, let me go talk to him. He cute, he looking at me. Like, I would just point out them, and I would just say, ooh, he fine. But I don't think it's mostly about the looks. I try not to do that, but it's usually what I do. But I would say no, focus on the guys who you just see in the classroom or you just see in the hallway. I would just say focus on yourself. I would just say just don't focus on guys just right that second, because these high school guys are not playing. Mostly some of them are focused on their sports, some of them focus on college, some of them are just focused on girls and trying to, you know, get with them a whole different way than what you want to get. So I would say to focus on guys, and I will literally judge guys just for looking at me just cutely, and I would just, you know, go right for them. But I'm gonna try not to do that this year. And my last and final tip for you guys is that friends aren't forever, which is really hard to say for me, because I personally got my best friend my freshman sophomore year, and we got really close this year. So I would say friends aren't forever, but maybe some of them are. Maybe some of them are very like close and tightly with you. But I would say some of them are, you know, some of them can be mean, some of them can be fake, but you just gotta look out for the signs and see what they do. Like, if you have something good and they react like, oh, that's great, like with a sly attitude, then that's not a good friend. And I would say to maybe distance yourself from them, because that's what I've been distancing myself from this year and last year. But keep like the friends that support you from afar, support you from, they could be supporting you from a whole other school, or supporting you from like your church or from other events and your other sports and stuff. I would say keep those friends close, and then also keep like the fake ones that you may be like thinking, I think they're fake. If you have a thought that your friends might be fake, then you should just drop them immediately. Just unfollow them on Instagram, unfollow them on TikTok, unfollow them on every social media that you have, so that you can just be gone with them. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully I didn't like make everything so complicated and stuff, but make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below how you guys are feeling about this new school year and what are your goals. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.